Okay, we're gonna try this. We're gonna try this one more time. Let's see. Let's see if it actually works now. This is what happens when you don't stream for 3 months. You forget that you're supposed to do an audio check before you make it public. Yeah, oops. I feel more than a little bit stupid. We're gonna just ignore that just transpired and start as normal. Yeah. Fuck. Fuck, I'm an idiot. Oh, okay. Alright, are we good now? Are we good? Is everything good? Oh my lord. I haven't streamed in almost 3 months, and I totally forgot that you're supposed to check if your audio works. Okay, that was... Ooh, I've had technical difficulties before, but never like that. That was... We're gonna just move on from that. Alright, I'm gonna close Discord now. Oh, okay. Oh boy. Okay, alright. Hang on, I'm gonna turn on some video game to play to keep you people busy while I talk. Oh my lord. That was... Whew, that was special. Okay. Somebody asked me a question to keep me talking while I set everything up. Oh my lord. Go debate Destiny. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. I have my dignity to worry about. I was having a conversation with my computer. Yeah, totally. Okay, can't do that. Oh yeah, I should press Alt F4 right after I remove System 32 from my computer. That's a grand idea. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, my technical abilities leave something to be desired. Whew, okay. Alright. What if the Virgin Mary had the first abortion? People can't be asking me these questions. Alright. I'm gonna turn on Rise of Nations again. Wow, that was special. Okay, favorite candy. Fuck. I've answered this before and I never know quite how to answer it. I'm gonna skip that. How was my trip to Canada? My trip to Canada was hot. You go to Canada, you think, oh, it's the north, it's cold. No. No bullshit like that. No. I had a very hot visit to Montreal and Toronto. Quebec was nice, but yeah. Just hopping in to say hi before I go back to bed. Fair enough. Alright, I'm gonna turn on the... Oh wait, no, I want to... Screen is black. I'm still here. Be good. Should be good. Why isn't it working? Yo no comprende. Okay, there we go. We're good. Alright. And then I just do a thing. And voila. And we may finally... Whew, that was special, but... Yeah, okay. We're gonna do that again. Alright, let's see. Here's a question, why not just use the Discord stage thingy and have people drop questions in a dedicated text channel? 1, I like money, and 2, more people will see it on YouTube than on Discord. So, though, that's not a bad idea. If I do a Q&A stream in the future, that's a good way to get people to join the Discord. So that's an idea for the future. What was the biggest inspiration for the video? So, okay, we can get started with that. That's a good question to start with. So, this video was... So, at the end of the video, there's this credit to a person called Hannah, who's a friend of mine. She helped me write the video. And we would talk about all of this, like, crap and politics stuff. I recall, like, a week before the Ukraine war started, she was like, well, we're gonna have a nuclear war, we're screwed, right? But we had these conversations like, everything sucks in the... Like, there's no denying that there are problems in the world, and for the longest time I had this sort of... the exact same kind of attitude that I described in the video, where it's like, we're all doomed, we can't do anything about it. But she's kind of made me realize that, like, okay, we are sort of in a bad situation, but just sort of throwing up your hands and not doing anything about it isn't going to help. So I'd say the biggest inspiration was just, like, my own sort of experience with that, I guess that, like, that feeling and that sort of state of mind. But yeah, that would be... Biggest inspiration would be, like, my own experiences and conversations that I had with friends. So, let's see. Battlefront 2... No, this is a game... I was trying to do Battlefront 2, but it has technical issues I'm not willing to deal with right now. This was a game called Rise of Nations. It's... I've been playing this since I was 7 years old. And I'm going to be playing it because I want you people to have something to look at and not be bored. Because you are temperamental folks. Everyone is burning alive in the Northeast. Yeah, that seems to be the case. In Montreal, it was like 85 degrees and humid, and it's like 95 in San Diego at the same time where I live. But honestly, I'll take 95 in San Diego over 85 in Montreal any fucking day, because we don't have humidity. They do. They're on the St. Lawrence River. It's a bad time. How many kindergartners could you beat in a fight simultaneously? Okay, so funny story with that. I didn't ever fight kindergartners any amount simultaneously, but for this Canada trip that I just came home from, my mom wrote up this like list of questions that we could ask each other while in the car, and one of them was exactly that. How many second graders could you take on in a fight simultaneously? We agreed about 10 for me, so... I guess kindergartners are smaller, so like maybe 12, 13. I need to find some frickin' people to war crime. How did I get from Montreal to Toronto? We started in Toronto, we went to Montreal, then to Quebec City, then to Ottawa, then back to Toronto, and then to the hell on earth known as LAX. Yeah. We drove house to go places. Hello. Oh, Alinus is here. Hello, hello. Alright. I'm like... She's not a... No, that's the thing. She's not a doomer. No, so... What I'm saying is, like, I was in that kind of slog of... Not doomerism, per se. Like, I always knew that it was a bad thing, but it really was how I was acting, how I was talking, how I was thinking. On the contrary, she's this, like, almost overly optimistic person, who got me to see things in a different way, hence the credit at the end of the video. Let's see. Laurentians rise up. 13 kindergartners is a respectable amount. I probably went close to where you live on my Canada trip. Oh yeah, well, so, fun thing with that. I actually got to meet one of the script editors for the videos. Tom Pearce, he moved from Ireland to Ottawa, and I got to meet him. I got to share a coffee. That was fun. But yes. Let's see. What else? What other questions have I missed? Canada can't be hotter than the Eastern Mediterranean? I wouldn't know. I've been to Israel, but that was in December, so you tell me. Okay, who should I war crime next? Could go for the Aztecs. I could... Ooh. I don't know. What should I do? Let's see. Somebody ask me an interesting question, because otherwise I'm going to just start rambling about the fun times that I had in the 8 months that it took me to make this this video. Which was, yeah. Because I started writing this in December of last year. And it took me until like February or March to finish writing it, and then a bunch of things happened in my personal life which got me distracted and busy. And then once that was wrapping up, I had my AP tests, which was like another 3 weeks between studying and the tests themselves. And after that was all resolved, I started editing the video, and I got like 5 minutes into it, and then I got to the part that had to be drawn, and I very quickly figured out that I can't draw for shit, which I already knew, and I ended up having to hire a bunch of people to help me, like my friend April. And when I say my friend, I mean, like, my school friend. We know each other for a very long time. And she's a very talented artist who I asked to help me, and she did an amazing job, and I still haven't paid her. And that's going to be an interesting conversation in a few days when I see her. But, yeah. How do I... let's see. War Crime Sweden. That's not a bad idea. What's my next video going to be? Okay, we can just do this as a Q&A format. I didn't really take any time to plan this out because everything's been crazy in my life recently. So yeah, we can just do this in a Q&A format. So let's talk about that. What's the plans for the next video? So the next video is going to be something that I started working on last year. Hang on. They have no allies. Ha. Anyway, my next video is going to be on Columbus Day, so October 10th this year, I hope. And it's going to be about this whole controversy of, like, who, quote-unquote, discovered America. So was it Columbus? Was it the Vikings? Was it the people who first came over here from Siberia? And it's going to talk about that whole thing. I wrote this last year. I didn't finish writing until after Columbus Day, so I shelved it till this year. I'm going to start finishing the editing process in, like, a week or so. And, yeah. So I do want to talk a bit later about my broader plans for the future of the channel, but that'll be it for now. What are my thoughts on the Mar-a-Lago raid? I mean, anybody who follows my Twitter basically knows I think it was completely justified. Like, the dude violated so many laws, and this has been a very long time coming. I read this really interesting article in The Bulwark, which basically said that this isn't the first time we've had a criminal president, it's like the third or fourth, but the previous two, Nixon and Clinton, basically made this sort of unspoken agreement, like, we retire from public life, and you don't prosecute us. And it worked, right? They didn't get prosecuted, but they also didn't run for public office, therefore they didn't pose a threat to America. Trump is doing the opposite. He committed a crime, and now he's running for office to try to avoid the consequences for it. And hopefully it will not work. But, yeah. Let's see. How do I write my videos? Like, what's the process you specifically use? Okay, I've answered this before, but this is an interesting question, so I'll entertain this. So my whole thing with writing is I have no idea how to do what I call, like, general topics. So, for example, I'm going to do a video on Russian history at some point, and when I do, I can't just say, like, this is what happened, and then this is what happened, and then the following thing happened. Like, I just can't... my brain doesn't work that way. I can't have that much information that generally. It just doesn't work for me. So what I always do with a video is I have to have a lens for it, right? What I mean by that is I have a certain angle from which I'm talking about this. So with the Russia video that I want to do, it's going to be talking about like the sort of relationship between the state and the people and how the state has come to be the way that it is. It's going to be kind of reminiscent of the video on Russia that Kraut did a while ago, but I have my own sort of take on it that I want to do. So that's honestly the most important part. After that, I kind of figure out what points I want to touch on, and I just start writing. You know, I figure out in what order roughly everything is going to be, and then I just start writing. The thing with writer's block is, like, you're going to spend most of your time in writer's block. It's the rule, not the exception. So you need to just, like, start writing, basically. Just start writing, and eventually something will work out. You know, your first draft might suck, but that's why it's a first draft, right? You suck at first, and then you improve, and until you're satisfied with the final result. That would be the process. I mean, it's fairly simple, I should say. Let's see. Hang on. Oh wow, we have a lot of people watching. I was not expecting that. This video did not do well. I was not expecting anybody to actually watch this. Let's see. Why is it showing me ads on my own stream? I'm reading all of the chat through my phone, so when I turn on the stream, it shows me ads. It's pretty funny. Let's see, what's your work to R&R ratio? I mean, regarding what? Regarding videos? There's no real R&R while making a video. Like, there's rest between periods of working on the video, but not really sure what you mean. What were some of the sources you found most interesting while researching for this video? So, this video has more sources than I've ever had for any video before, but it's actually not been a research project. I just had to cite a bunch of different sources to make my points. This has not been a research project, so mainly I just was trying to confirm the facts that I already know, and if the facts that I thought I knew were incorrect, then I would correct them and put that in the video. So this wasn't really a research project, but when I do research projects, and I'm going to have a couple of the Columbus Day one, for example, is a research project. For those, I honestly just the internet. Like, I am trying to use books more for the Russia video. I just finished reading the first book for that, and I'm going to order a few more soon. I don't know really what to say when it comes to, like, how do you research. I mean, just the internet, generally speaking. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, crap. Whoa, what just happened? Okay, my internet just, like, disappeared for a moment. Hang on. Everything good? We're good? We're still live? We're good? Alright. My internet on my phone just, like, disappeared for a second there. Okay, what was I talking about? Ah, yes. The process is you write it, then harass me to proofread it. Yes, exactly, Tom. That's precisely it. And yes, that's the same one that I visited in Canada. He's a lovely gentleman. But, okay, we have our cult established. I mean, religion. Columbus Day controversy is similar to what we have here with Australia Day. I'm gonna be dead honest, I'd never even heard of Australia Day. Shows my ignorance. Let's see. Russian history from a Jewish perspective. Actually, no, but I do have a video planned which is going to be titled Diaspora in the Time of Israel, which is going to talk about sort of being a diaspora Jew in a time when the diaspora is kind of over. You know, we have our Jewish state, right? What the hell am I doing in America? That's going to be an interesting and totally uncontroversial video. Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. Let's see. Both ways. I wonder how many people at Arkansas University have watched his Star Wars video. That's a good question. I mean, I'm going to a community college for my first 2 years because I like having money. That's a good question, actually. That would be interesting. I don't really show my face very often, even though it's not hard to find. It's not, like, plastered all over my videos, so I don't think anybody will recognize me. But that would be an interesting exchange. Do you have anybody look over your videos before you post them? Like a shit ton of people. Tom is one of them. I have this whole massive Discord server of people who review my scripts and then review my videos, and I also usually have my parents go over it just because why not? The more feedback, the better. So yeah, that's an important part of the process. Let's see. I need 2 monitors. Yeah, I know, but I have no idea how to fit them on my computer. I'm gonna look into that, though. Do you have a problem with feeling that you can't cut things? I do, totally. So, that big Star Wars video was like 80 minutes. If it weren't for one of the script editors, Zachary McDonald, that video would have been like 2 hours. He cut like 10 pages from the script of just meaningless summary, and I'm very glad that he did, because it was completely unnecessary. Yeah, that would have been a not probably wouldn't have done nearly as well as it did. Let's see. Any video involving Israel? Yeah, if I ever do a video involving Israel, and I will, it's going to be a fun, civil, and polite time, yes. Let's see. Captain Cook is our version of Christopher Columbus. Fair enough, except, well, yeah, pretty much. Not minus, but with less atrocities, let's say. Not without atrocities, but with less atrocities. Alright. Jew power. We will replace you. I'm only halfway joking about that, of course. Anyway. Alright, well, since we got started on it, I think it wouldn't be a bad idea to talk about kind of the future for the channel. And I've been thinking about this because, okay, let's say things how they are. Let's just put it in perfectly plain language. I am operating what is by every definition a dead channel, right? 35,000 subscribers, new video gets 5,000 views in 2 weeks. It's dead. Like, let's acknowledge that first, because I feel like that's kind of the first step to finding a way forward in spite of that. So, okay, I'm operating a dead channel. I know this. Like, this is not news to me. That being said, you know, I have never been in this for the numbers, I've never been in this for the money, so I'm going to just keep making videos, and hopefully some of them will be successful. But, so my plan for the near future of the channel is I want to start doing kind of shorter videos, like 5 to 15 minutes, and longer videos, which will be like 40 plus big documentary things. The idea right now is I'm kind of deciding between 2 very big videos, and I'm probably going to end up pulling it. And I want feedback on this, because this is something I've talked about to a few people, but I haven't really decided yet. So the idea is, let's say, for example, I'll do a video on Russia, the one that I mentioned earlier. I haven't decided on that yet, but let's just say for the sake of example. The idea is that while I'm researching and writing and slowly putting together this video, I'm also doing smaller videos like this one on Columbus, and I'm going to have a couple more I have written down. I don't remember them off the top of my head right now, but I have a bunch of them written down. Those videos each will take, like, I don't know, 3 weeks, 5 weeks, while the big videos will take months. I feel like having months between videos is very not conducive to having a successful channel. So I think I can have these smaller videos kind of peppered in between, like let's say 2 smaller videos and then 1 big video and kind of repeat in that pattern. Of course, that means I'll have to spend longer on each kind of video, but I think it might be the best way to do things. But that's why I'm asking for feedback. I want the opinions of my esteemed viewers on this subject. So I will be reading through the chat while I've been talking, and I will hopefully get some good feedback on that. Are you uneasy of the growing Christian nationalist movement in America? I am a second-generation Jewish immigrant. Yes, very much. How Liberty Dies was pretty successful. It was wildly successful, but that's the thing. It was this one-hit wonder, and I've had no real successes since then, which is kind of a problem. And I know, I'm not expecting every video to get, 1 million views. I don't need that to happen. But I, would like for them to have a little bit more success than they currently have, which is to say, basically none. This is a sort of strategic question more than anything else. Let's see. 3 to 5 weeks. It's not dead, it's just small with many empty subscribers. Well, exactly. There is a certain group, a lot of you are that group, who are very kind of enthusiastic for this channel, and I appreciate that a lot. Which I would say is kind of the core audience, which is 5,000-ish people. But the remaining 30,000 are empty, right? Dead subscribers. Which isn't really helpful to me in any way. So, that's kind of the problem that I'm facing at the moment. I'm gonna start militarizing. Let's see. Have one good video on the people who subbed. You're getting more views because before the Star Wars video. Yeah, I know, but you have to understand kind of the dilemma is when you have 4.3 million views on a video and then all the rest of them get 5,000. Again, I don't let myself get too wrapped up in numbers just because I feel like that's kind of unhealthy to do and not really helpful. But I would still like to see some success. Are my total views and sub growth negative? No, but only barely, and there have been brief periods where they actually, well, not, you can't have negative views, but negative subscriber growth, I have had that. It's, again, I don't care very much, but it's certainly not a pleasant experience, I'll say that much. So, I have people in here asking me random questions. I have people in here engaging with the question, and I have people in here just telling me how to play the video game. 1/3 of my subscribers regularly view my videos. Okay, so again, the last video has 5,000 views right now after 2 weeks. I have 35,000 subscribers. That means 1 in 7. Which, could be better. I'm very happy, certainly, that I do have this kind of dedicated base, and it's why I am still making videos, and I'm going to continue to no matter what. But, what do I define as a dead subscriber? Well, when a person dies... No, I'm kidding. A dead subscriber is usually defined as a viewer, a person who's subscribed, but... I can't... English is failing me. It's usually described as a subscriber who is, subscribed, but doesn't watch your videos, and therefore it's just an empty number, if you understand. Yeah, exactly, like Ark said. It presumably means the ones who don't watch new videos. That's precisely it, yeah. I feel like after we run out of questions, this is just going to become a gaming stream, and you know what? I have no problem with that. I've been meaning to do this for a while, actually, so. Just wait until my Lord of the Rings videos pop off 8 million views, 100,000 subscribers. I am actually going to do a Lord of the Rings video at some point. I don't know when, but I have an idea for it, and I really want to, because... okay, I'm going to be honest, like, half the reason that I wanted to do a Star Wars video and half the reason I want to do a Lord of the Rings video is because, goddammit, the music is really good, and I want to find an excuse to use it in a video. But, yeah. You suspect the YouTube system for notification is kind of wonky, or just people don't turn on notifications, like myself. You know, at the end of videos I'll say, like, comment, subscribe, yada yada. I'll never say turn on notifications because it would be hypocritical of me. I never turn on notifications on any channel. So, I feel like that would be kind of unfair, you know? Wait, what? I'm trying to interpret a question here. Would you consider playing games in the server and more turning it from strictly political, more of a social hangout? I mean, it's kind of both already, so... do I plan to do more videos like Liberty Dies with other fictional universes? I mean, I just said I would do Lord of the Rings at some point. I want to do Shadow of Mordor, which is also in Middle-earth. There's going to be more Star Wars videos at some point. I just told myself after the existing one started doing well that I'm like, I'm not going to let this become a Star Wars channel. I don't want that to happen. Surely a Lord of the Rings video would be good to hop on the algorithm with Rings of Power. Honestly, I considered that, but... the entire controversy and the entire sort of public reaction to that show is so negative and so toxic right now, I don't want to be associated with that in any way. So I might be shooting myself in the foot there a little bit, but honestly, worth it. What game is this? It's called The Rise of Nations. It's great. Planning on going... I'm planning on going kind of like Kraut does now. So, not exactly. The thing is, he has this massive team of people which he's built up, which is great for him, not really helpful for me, because my team of people is mostly like me, busy and with not very much time to do anything. So... you know, I can't be doing, like, a video a month, like he does, or even a video every 2 months. Like, that's not sustainable for me anymore with the level of production quality that I've sort of become accustomed to, and that I've made everybody else become accustomed to, of course. This is partially my fault. 2-hour-long Among Us deep dive. Yeah, no, thank you. It was quite a while ago I watched How Liberty Dies, but didn't you do it to talk about nowadays democracy? Yeah, I mean, pretty much. What's going on with Rings of Power? There's this huge controversy because they seem to be screwing around with the lore, and, well, I mean, I'm gonna just say it outright, and I really usually don't say anything about these stupid culture war battles, but there's this big controversy over, basically they have, like, elves and dwarves in Lord of the Rings who are black, which makes no fucking sense. And it's not like I really care, it's just, they're not doing this because these are just the best actors for the role. They're doing this because, hey, look how progressive we are. That's what it's about. It bothers me. I'll still watch it. I'll still probably find some level of enjoyment to it. It's just... it bothers me that we aren't allowed to have, like... James Franco is starring in a film about Castro, and he's getting, like, bashed because he's white playing a Hispanic guy, because acting is apparently no longer about impersonating someone who you are not? Question mark? So, yeah. I think in the future I'm going to just not call these streams like director's commentaries. I'm going to just call them like post-video Q&A. I need water. I'm going to get some water. Castro was white. Well, Castro had a white skin color, but he was Latino, which, of course, nowadays means that we can only have a Latino person portraying him. It's wonderful. Bill Maher did this amazing segment on this whole new phenomenon of like the sort of casting police. And he said, I love the way he phrased it, is like, if we are only allowed to have trans people play trans characters, transgender that is, if that is the case, then, you know, then most trans actors are going to be out of work because most characters are straight. So, yeah. Let's see. Ooh, a donation. Ooh la la. I'm sorry, what? Do you subscribe to the Funny Monkey film theory? All the most influential Republican figures have appeared in a Funny Monkey film. Ronald Reagan in Bedtime with Bonzo, Trump and Dunstan checks and coincidence. I think not. I mean... that's not impossible, I'll put it that way. I don't find that to be a particularly likely explanation for anything, but it's also... you know, not impossible, I suppose. It's an odd question. Alright, moving on. I think I'm going to just end this stream when this match is over. Not going to stretch it out unnecessarily long. I've been going for like half an hour now. What is my preferred water drinking strat? Well, you see, it's very complicated. You see, you take a cup, or a glass, or a bottle, or any other drinking container. You put it to your lips, you lift it up, and then you drink it. Complicated, I know, but, yes. Ba-da-da-dum-bum. Tropic Thunder is actually, yeah, so somebody in chat mentioned the whole film Tropic Thunder where Robert Downey Jr. played a black guy, even though he is very not black. I actually think that's a really good example of this whole thing. Like, it was done tastefully. It was blackface, yes, but it was done tastefully, you know? He wasn't this, like, stereotypical black person with, like, the massive lips and the literally pitch black skin. You know, it was just a black guy. I see no problem with that. I know that would get me canceled or whatever, but I don't really see what's wrong with that, and I don't see what should be wrong with that. I think that's normal acting things. Let's see. Could you consider going back to your previous videos and critiquing them? So not critiquing per se, but I actually am going to remake some of my old videos. The Russia one is an example of that, where I want to kind of not renege per se on what I said, but do it better, right? I want to do this with my very first video. I want to do this with the Russia video. I want to do this with that video which I did about Viktor Orban. About a lot of things. I'm gonna actually, I think after this stream, I'm gonna post a poll in the community post where I'm gonna ask kind of what content is the most interesting to people. So there's media analysis, there's sort of history and geopolitics, and there's more broad abstract stuff like what I just did. That would be an interesting topic. We're going to do a war crimes. To be fair, as a Turkish person, I don't fully understand the racism between blacks and whites. Hey, as a Jewish person, I don't understand how people think we're white. It's great. I mean, I have a white skin color, sure, but normally white people don't get called ethnic slurs, unless you count cracker, which I don't. It's a stupid fucking word. There's better slurs for white people. I'm only halfway joking. But, I've been called ethnic slurs. I have been physically assaulted before. I had to dislocate a person's shoulder once. At least I think that's what happened based on the cracking sound. But, I'm not white, and unfortunately American progressives just don't understand this. They think Jews are white because race is bullshit. Like, the entire concept of race, it's literal pseudoscience. There is no such thing as race. It's just different skin colors, which have no actual bearing on personality or whatever. That is the liberal sort of view on things, but of course that's heresy now. We're not allowed to say that, so. Story time? What's story time? Where's story time? I want a story. Tell me a story. Sing me a song, you're the piano man. It's an old song. It's a good song, though. That's as much as I can sing of that without getting copyrighted. A mobile. Charming. Yeah. Okay, let me mentally kind of go over what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about the writing process, the editing process. How long have we been going for? Like 40 minutes? The previous streams the director's commentaries, have been comically long, like 3-4 hours. I don't want to do that again. So we're going to do this for another, hour at most, and then I'm going to end it. But karaoke stream. Actually, if I learn to play guitar, I might want to do that someday. But I don't know how to play guitar, so without music, it's just boring. The entirety of phenotypical expression in humans is caused by just, yeah. Now the time when chat brings up eugenics to start an argument. Nah, I'm good. Probably boring question, but what kind of music do you recommend? I listen to almost everything, and in more than one language. So, because I speak more than one language. So, I can't really give a good recommendation, frankly. Yes. Alright, we're gonna do a little oopsie. We're gonna just kind of do a little war crimes. Wee! Now run! Okay, hang on. We're gonna do a couple things. Oh boy. That is no bueno. I don't know how you would say that in French. I'm playing the French. Wait, hang on. What am I doing? I can just flank them. I can just do a bigger war crimes. Have you tried Rise of Nations World Conquest on the hard difficulty? I think I actually have at some point. That did not go well. That did not go well at all. This game is actually really difficult when you set it to, really difficult. What languages do you speak? I speak, English, obviously, and I speak Russian. It is my first language. technically speaking. I speak English better than I do Russian, of course, at this point, just because I live in America. But my first language, technically speaking, is Ruski. So, yeah. Actually, in that Ukraine video that I did back in March, I did certain phrases which are normally said in Ukrainian. I wrote them in the video in Russian, and it was very intentional, because obviously I'm very pro-Ukraine. In fact, I'm wearing a shirt which says "Ruski voyenny kорабль иди нахуй" right now. I'm not translating that. Hang on, I'm going to just finish my war crimes here, if you don't mind. I'm a bit distracted. The general's in town. We did a war crimes. Yay. I'm so happy to see another Rise of Nations player. I'm gonna shoot you something in DMs later regarding that. Actually, I think in like 20 minutes I'm gonna end this stream or something, and then I can just start another one for Rise of Nations. That'll be fun. Also, my army is just non-existent at this point. We ever make a video about South America? I mean, what specifically? That's a big topic, you know. There's a lot to talk about when it comes to South America. There's surprisingly, I thought there would be a lot more to talk about with regards to the behind-the-scenes stuff, but I actually got through it pretty quickly. And now we're just sort of bantering, which is not a problem. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm perfectly satisfied with that. War crimes are fun for the entire family. Yes, the men, the women, and the children. Also, all of our cannons are gone, which presents a little bit of a problem. Hey, who wants to watch me commit war crimes? Ah, never mind. Do we have... Oh, we do. Splendid. I wish I could catch more of the tongue. I think I got the general gist of what you said. It has to do with a certain Russian warship. If you catch my drift. I'm not allowed to say those things on YouTube. Somebody asked me some interesting questions. This is getting stale. This is getting boring. I'm going to end this soon anyway, but might as well make it fun for the whole family, like you said. I don't know why I'm doing that. Yeah, I haven't streamed in a very long time, and I'm kind of unused to it at this point. I'm not used to just talking for hours on end. And this is me we're talking about. But yeah. One of my biggest fears about community college, I don't really have any. I'm still living at home for the duration of community college, so for 2 years, which is nice. Which means I can make money without having to spend any, which is great. Hang on, we're gonna do a cool thing. What historical event would make the best? I'm not answering. I'm not answering that question, you sick fucking person. Oh god, okay, no. We're not doing that. Somebody donated $7 and I can't really figure out what for. wonder how long they're gonna keep doing this. What animal would my fursuit be? I'd sooner fucking hang myself. And come to think of it, I mean... Not about the fursuit, I mean about hanging myself. For charity. Answer? I mean... The closest answer, I guess, would be, like, my favorite animal, question mark, which is, like, I guess dogs. I have a dog. My dog is very nice. I like him. He's cute. His name is Frodo. I post pictures of him periodically on Twitter. And yes, that Frodo. I wonder if I can get him in here. You know what? That is a capital idea. I'm gonna ignore that. I'll be back. Let's go and say hello. I have a dog. His name is Frodo, and he's adorable. Hang on, I'm gonna do a thing. This is what we're doing. This is what this stream has come to. This is what we're fucking doing now. Alright, hang on a moment. He is sniffing my backpack. He's free to do that. Let's see. We will have Frodo cam on. Yes. There he is. There's the dog. There's the man of the hour. Frodo! He does not want to be here. I'm going to be dead honest. I had to kind of drag him here. Say hello. He does not want to say hello. I'm having way too much fun with this. Alright, hang on a moment. Hello. Come hither. Come to me. Yes. Hello. Yes. Who's your good boy? Who's your good boy who's interrupting my behind-the-scenes thing? Is it you? Is you? Is you? He's right here. Oh, and now he's not. But he's scared of it. I think he's scared of it. Wait, he's scared of the fucking camera. Okay, I guess I'll turn that off. I didn't... He's scared of certain things which he really shouldn't be, like measuring tapes, for some reason he's scared of. I don't really understand why, but he is. It's weird. And fly swatters, even though we've obviously never used a fly swatter or anything else to hit him, he's just scared of them for some reason. He's not like a rescue or anything. We bought him when he was like 8 weeks old, so... Alright, you good? All's good. Oh. I am totally just playing with my dog during the stream. That's my life at this point. No, we don't. Get your ass. Anyway, what the hell were we talking about before? That was fun. That was enjoyable. That was necessary. I needed that. Hang on. He looks like actual Frodo. Yeah, a little bit. Should I just rename this stream? Because I totally could. Should I just rename this to, like, fucking shit show? Somebody asked me something interesting about the video. I want to keep this going for a little bit. We. Today on Arkham the American, I teach you how to commit virtual war crimes. Will you be uploading or posting the stream this fucking shit show? No sirree, it's going to be unlisted in the archives playlist. What do I think about Bolsonaro? His name is much cooler than he is. I'll put it that way. He is not a wonderful individual. He's basically smarter, more Latin Trump, which is not a compliment. So. By the way, I'm pretty sure our spy got, how do I put this in polite language? Neutralized? Yeah, that's how you would put that. That's how I'd put that. This is surprisingly accurate for a, what are your opinions of your fellow Jew Zelensky? I can't tell if that's a joke or serious question, but I like him, I respect him, I think he has been a surprisingly amazing wartime leader, which I don't think anybody was expecting. I don't have much more to say about him. Sow the fields with salt. Actually, that's an excellent idea. You know, I am actually going to rename this stream. Hang on. There, I renamed it to be a little bit more accurate. I think I just got my entire army demolished, actually. Whoops. This is not what I was hoping would happen with that. Wow, that is a lot of Spaniards. Ah yes, work the salt mines, my slaves. Slave away. Okay, I'm gonna start doing some sneaky things. Nah, I'm not gonna rename it to that. I'll just say it a bunch of times. Much more effective. Actually, now that they're on the offensive, the same thing is happening to them that happened to us. They're just kind of getting bled dry. This is actually very reminiscent of Ukraine. This, like, grinding war of attrition. I really wish you could play Ukraine in this game. Sadly, you cannot. Here's what we're gonna do. Alright. Fellas, here's a question. I think... Okay, I'm gonna wait for like 10 minutes or less and see if there are any questions, anything that anybody would like to know regarding the video. If not, I am going to end this stream and start another one for just a more casual kind of Rise of Nations game, which is what I'm currently playing. Does that seem like a good idea? I'm gonna just wait for somebody to answer that. Are you a fan of Are you a fan of Lemon? Yes. In fact, if you look at my the banner on the channel page, it's directly inspired by his old one, where it was this like evolution of different historical leaders ending with his profile picture. And I have the same thing where it's like the evolution of countries which led up to the United States. So, yes, I'm very familiar with Lemon. He is amazing. Possibly mentally unstable, but amazing. Yeah. Oh no, somebody attacked our thingy. This is a tragedy. Run! Run, random French lady! Run! Okay, I think she's safe. Or not. You know, we're gonna just get her to infiltrate the city and then run. Ah, okay. That didn't work. We're gonna have a third stream in a day? Yes, but it's gonna be an actually working one. I hope. Bring back the dog. I would like to. He doesn't want to be in my room right now, evidently. And I'm I'm not going to force him to be in my room, so... Bring back the dog. What else is there to say? The video is pretty straightforward. I appreciate that. Streaming content speedrun. I've done more than like 2 streams in a day before. Not often, because it's kind of draining. But okay, so how does that sound as an idea? I honestly have been talking for like an hour non-stop, and my voice is starting to hurt a little bit. So I would appreciate like a 15-minute break to go get some tea, and then come back for a Rise of Nations stream. I think that would be fun. Kind of more laid-back stream. There's people from the Discord server just referencing things that happen there, and I'm sure that nobody else understands it, but I do, and I really wish I didn't. Limited free will inside Frodo's empty head. Oh no, fuck. Our navy is about to get, well, Trafalgared. Alright, fine, we'll do it the hard way. I'm still waiting on an answer for that question. Alright, well, I think I'm going to actually do that. I don't have forever to wait, so we're going to do... Yeah, alright, so here's the plan. This is all fun, but I do want to have a more focused... I wanted to have a more focused stream for this. I thought there would be much more to talk about than there was. I'm happy with how it turned out. It is still a shit show, but definitely the least shit show of the 3 shit shows that I've had so far, which is nice. So I'm going to end this. I'll be back in, let's say, 20 minutes or so, 3:40-ish Pacific time, and we'll have Rise of Nations for an hour or 2. All right. Seems like a good idea. And obviously I'll still be taking questions and all that. It's just going to be more kind of laid back and I don't have to have it so focused on the previous video, which there's evidently not as much to talk about as I thought there would be, which is nice. So, all right, I will be back in 22 minutes. So, see you fellas soon.